With the prevalence of social media, teens everywhere have been subjected to constant comparisons and predatory advertising, which has led to a rise in toxic diet culture and eating disorders. This is detrimental because eating disorders have the highest mortality rate out of any mental illness. But despite the urgency of this issue, support for people with eating disorders remains extremely inaccessible. Everywhere, people are forced to simply grit their teeth through their illnesses because they either can't find help or face socioeconomic barriers preventing them from getting it. And often, even when they do find help, they are dismissed or receive inadequate treatment. Therefore, our team, Jennifer Chiou, Sarah Dufays, Leonid, Cherevko, Luke Freed, and Sebastian Salaues, created Aura, an AI counselor, to provide specialized and on-demand mental health support for people with eating disorders. Specifically, Aura uses machine learning and facial and vocal analysis to provide interactive counseling sessions for them. Whenever a user needs support, they will be able to log on to their account, where they will have an option to speak to Aura either through a chat box or face-to-face with an expressive AI model.
On a technical level, Aura works by using a natural language processing neural network to generate conversations between Aura and her clients. The AI is trained on therapy transcripts provided by professionals, meaning that Aura bases its conversations on real therapist tactics. First, the core model will be an algorithm designed to prevent beginner risk factors for eating disorders from escalating. Some models will then be created to provide specialized care for people struggling with 3 different types of eating disorders: anorexia, bulimia, and binge eating disorder, because each one requires a different approach. We also provide a model for parents to guide them in helping their children with eating disorders. Further, Aura uses a convolutional neural network to analyze video and audio to carry out sentiment analysis if users choose to show their faces. Aura also uses an LSTM recurrent neural network to keep track of progress and history with individual users and to tailor itself to each customer. Lastly, anonymous conversations between a client and Aura will be inputted into a reinforcement model, and professional volunteer psychologists will review and redirect Aura for enhancement purposes.
Although the technology needed to create Aura already exists, our competitors have been unable to leverage it to the fullest potential. For example, even though chatbot solutions offered by the X2 Foundation and the Weebot Foundation lower general depression and anxiety levels through their online AI services, when it comes down to specialized care for people with eating disorders, their solutions are limited to options such as breathing exercises, which do not give people with eating disorders the help they actually need. Aura's specialization in eating disorders allows us to effectively support those who are typically neglected. Additionally, our use of facial and vocal recognition to analyze users' emotions and intent allows for a revolutionary degree of personalization that significantly increases clinical efficiency in a way that no other organization can. As such, Aura creates a blue ocean by improving the efficiency of pre-established AI support models through first, our focus on eating disorder support, and second, the analysis of users' emotions that better mimics a true counseling environment.
Further, we use key blue ocean business concepts in our business model to ensure that we are providing the greatest value to our customers while cutting unnecessary costs. First, Aura eliminates in-person counseling, thereby reducing the need for human intervention and generic customer care. Meanwhile, we offer 24/7 support and specialized counseling for disordered eating in order to provide seamless convenience for our users. In addition, our digital mental health care app is the first to utilize facial, vocal, and language analysis to specifically help those struggling with eating disorders. Our strategy canvas goes into great detail on this. In comparison to our competitors, our biggest difference is our drastic increase in specialization that increases our efficiency for people with eating disorders. Our use of facial and vocal analysis also sets us apart because it allows Aura to better recognize and respond to users' emotions. As for customers, our primary target is people who do not have access to other means of care for their eating disorders. Then we have 3 types of non-customers who we will target: people who do have access to in-person eating disorder care but still benefit from our 24/7 support, people who are at risk for eating disorders, as we have a sub-model in our algorithm that focuses on prevention, and organizations or hospitals that we can offer our services to on a larger scale.
Now, in order to effectively market Aura to our target audience, we will have to establish a strong brand identity in our first few years, with a focus on increasing our user base, stealing market share, and attracting investors. Our total available market is approximately $450 million, although our target market will primarily be South Florida for the first 2 to 3 years. Local campaigns, event promotions, and advertisements on social media platforms throughout South Florida will be utilized to help promote Aura in its early stages. Although once in its growth stage, Aura will place an emphasis on building an extensive first-party database, which will allow us to focus on more direct marketing tactics. We will utilize a subscription-based business model that will generate recurring free cash flows, allowing for further reinvestment into R&D and international expansion. Once Aura has proven its success in the market, we expect a significant increase in the number of subsidies we receive from major insurance companies due to the billions of dollars spent annually on claims relating to eating disorders. Although we expect to break even in year 4, seed funding grants and other investments could certainly expedite this.
Overall, Aura provides stress-free, personalized care for people with eating disorders without any of the drawbacks often associated with in-person care. Our customers can reap the benefits of counseling from the comfort of their own home. No stress, no shame, and no hole in their wallet. By presenting such an alternative to the market, we will be reaching thousands of people who would otherwise be left to suffer alone, equipping the most vulnerable with the help that they deserve.